to those who are in churches or in places and are not growing and not maturing and just there and think that they can do church and the world. And it might be for the same reasons. It might be because they've been hurt. It might be because they don't want to take it seriously. Or it might be because they felt like they tried and it didn't work for them, or whatever the case may be. And so they do church because they know it's the right thing to do. And because they don't want to go to hell. They don't want to be, they want to stay in right standing with God, so they think that church is the way. They think that church is what's going to keep them saved. And it was going to it was going to keep them in right standing with God. And he's still doing the things of the world, still following the ways of the world, and they're mixing. I just want to let you know that you're doing exactly what the devil wants you to do. You're doing exactly what Satan wants you to do. Because guess what? He don't care if you have church. He don't care that you go to church. He don't care. He doesn't care that you go and you worship. He doesn't care that you preach the gospel, that you preach the word of God. He doesn't care that you're doing all of these things. He don't care that you're serving. He don't care that you're giving. He don't care. As long as everything that you're doing contains mixture. As long as you lifting your hands and they defile. As long as you serving out of the wrong spirit with impure motives for vain glory to be seen of men. As long as you doing it to make yourself feel good. As long as you're doing what you're doing and it's defiled, he doesn't care that you're doing it. He don't care if you worshiping God and he know you worshiping him and you singing other songs and dancing to other songs that do not glorify God, but that glorify him when you're not in church. Keep on doing it. He don't care. As long as it's defiled. Because the devil does not want us. It's not like he's trying to stop us from having church. He's just trying to pervert the church. He's trying to contaminate the church. Because why? Because he wants to be like God. He said, I will be like God. I'm going to ascend. I'm going to receive the worship. I'm going to be as God. That's all he wants. And anytime your worship is defiled, and anytime what you're doing for God is tainted and contaminated, is not pure, it's bringing glory to him, because that's what he does. He perverts. He contaminates. He defiles. He loves mixture. That's all it is. And so it's a deception to think that just because you're continuing in the things of the church, just because you're continuing and you're being faithful to work, and you're not being unfaithful to God. I mean, not being faithful to God, that somehow puts you in a better position than the person who's not necessarily in the church every time the door is open, but they stay before God. They stay before the Lord. They don't mix. They're not defiling themselves with the things of this world. See how the enemy deceives